Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this presentation, we will talk about DBMS key and why we need a key and what are the different types of keys. Keys are very important part of relational database model. A key can be a single attribute or group of attributes where the combination may act as a key. We'll understand by an example. Let's take an example to understand the concept of key. In this table, attribute name alone cannot be a key as more than one student can have same name. Same condition for branch. But attribute student ID or email alone is a key as each student has a unique ID or email ID that can identify the student in the table. So student ID and email are keys for student relation. Next topic, why we need a key. Keys basically help you to uniquely identify any row of data in a table and establish a relationship between tables, and they enable you to ensure that a table has unique records and that the fields you use to establish a relationship between a pair of tables always contain matching values. These are different types of keys. We'll discuss one by one key with an example. Super key. Super key is a set of one or more attributes, or if we add additional attributes to a key, the resulting combination would still uniquely identify an instance of the entity set. Such keys are called super keys, or we can say every key in a relation is called super key. Uh, in this example, student table, student ID, roll number, email, then combination of them, student ID, roll number, student ID, email, roll number, email, and all three together, student ID, roll number, email, all are super keys, and that can be more as well. In simple words, an attribute or a set of attributes that can be used to identify a row of data in a table is a super key. Candidate key. Candidate key is a set of attributes that uniquely identify tuples in a relation. Candidate keys are selected from the set of super keys. The only thing we take care while selecting candidate key is it should not have any redundant attribute. That's the reason they are also termed as minimal super key. Student table, we have student table. Candidate keys are selected from the set of super keys. A super key with no redundant attribute. Right. So student ID, roll number, email alone are sufficient enough to uniquely identify a row of student table. So the candidate keys we have selected are student ID, roll number, and email. Primary key. Primary key is a column or group of columns in a table that uniquely identify every row in that table. And these are the basic important points for primary key. Table cannot have more than one primary key, and primary key field cannot be null. Basically, primary key is selected from the set of candidate keys. We have student table, and we have three candidate keys: student ID, roll number, email. You can make anyone as a primary key, and this is basically done by database administrator, and I've selected student ID as a primary key. Alternate key. A table can have multiple choices for a primary key, but only one can be set as the primary key. All the keys which are not primary key are called an alternate key. In this student table, student ID, roll number, email are qualified to become a primary key, but student ID is the primary key, so roll number, email become the alternate keys. Foreign key. A foreign key is a field in one table that refers to the primary key in another table. Foreign keys help us in establishing relationship with other tables. It is also called referential integrity. And the main purpose of foreign key is to maintain data integrity. How? We'll see. Let's add another table, that is branch table, and there is unique column branch code is primary key. In student table, branch code can be made foreign key to set up a referential integrity of relationship between table student and branch. This is student table, this is referencing table. A new student entry with wrong branch name not allowed, as there is no entry in branch table for civil. Similarly, branch table is reference table and branch code is a primary key. So the value in a primary key column can never be modified or updated if any foreign key refers to that primary key. Hence, this way we can enforce integrity of data in relationship using foreign key. Composite key has multiple attributes. Any key such as super key, primary key, candidate key can be called composite key if it has more than one attribute. In our case, student ID, roll number, student ID, email, all are composite keys. I hope after watching this video you have a better understanding what DBMS keys are, why they are required, and the various types of keys. If you like my video, give thumbs up and share it with your friends. Thank you.